And you know the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States. I had to learn it by heart because I'm not American born. Then I said, oh my gosh, what am I going to tell the kids? It doesn't make sense. 5 years old reciting that. That was a kindergarten class. 1998, I remember. So as a teacher, I tried to make sense out of it, but I want to do something meaningful with them. So we assembled. After we recited the pledge, I told the kids, I said, we just say many, many important big words. Let's think a little bit about some of the words. You choose one word every morning during our morning circle, and then we'll think about it. Some of the kids will say justice for all. Then I say, oh, let's write it down. So I will write justice for all, modeling writing at the same time, our literacy program. And then if somebody else say justice, so I underlined it. So we chose the word that had been underlined most that morning. And it's wonderful to start a day like that as a community. So how do we live freedom in our classroom? After September 11, we all got a shock in school. One morning, the children decided to choose a word that I never even thought of, God. Under God. So we underlined. 13 of my class had chosen that. So we all know that this is the word we are going to think about. But as a teacher, I don't even know how to handle it. But I have a little girl, Ariana, I remember her, beautiful, blonde, very smart. She started the reflection. She stood up, she said, God is white. I have to say, I was not expected this to come out. So we had a moment of silence, and we are really living a very intense moment. I still feel now, even now, the eyes of all my kids. I live in a county where there are 56% from African American community. So they are actually in majority in that county. I can see all the eyes look at me, and I say, who has seen God? If you have seen God, put up your hand. So nobody did this. So I thought maybe I should tell them something. I said, well, as you can see, no one raised their hands. I didn't raise my hand either because we have never seen God. So I thought myself that then the children will accept this as an answer and they will go in their centers. Nobody moved. I started thinking for myself, what we call thinking aloud. I said, children, nobody seemed to want to go to the center. But you know what I'm thinking? Can I share with you what I'm thinking? Well, I read a book written by James McBride. And this, as a teacher, I have to share that. Great literatures help us to respond to some of the fundamental questions of humanity. And the name of the book is The Call of the Water. His father is a black man and his mother is white. And in his book, he was telling how he had a very bad day because he had no friend. He played with when he played with the black kids, they said, get out of here, your mom is white. And when he went to play with the white community, your dad is black. So he didn't have any friend. James went back home crying, asked his mother, Mama, what color is God? And the mother said, the color of the water. This is how I share my reflection. Now the children need to go to their center, but Ayana doesn't want to stop. He told the class that water is white. And because water is visible, we said, oh, but we can make a science experiment. We pour water, everybody look at it, and then I even used the hypothesis, we wrote it down. Water is white, whether it's true or not. So we have to prove. And then I put those construction paper behind the things. I said, well, look at the water. And the kids said, oh, water is blue. I put another sheet. Water is red. So I have all the color of the rainbow behind the vase. And then I put all the sheet down on the table and I said, well, children, what do you think of our hypothesis? What are the words you will explain water is? One little girl, Charmaine, I still remember her name, she said, I know what word we should say. Water is clear. Oh, everybody agree? Yes, we agree. We clap hands. We found a beautiful word, so we put clear. That's how we learn spelling. And then I said, anyone wants to add something? And Michael Norman stood up, an African-American boy, stood up and said, I have another word. He said, water is transparent.